You found our show, so come on in and take a seat. Warrior class, we got the keys. Dun, 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 dun. To get you where you need to be, just study our show, and you're gonna grow like crazy. Watching you will see. Dun, 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 dun. Warrior class, we got the keys, just watch our show, 'cause it's for you and your babies.
Welcome to Warrior Class.
The teachers will pass.
And you will too, if you pass. All right, this is the Parries versus Slips versus Blocks episode. And once again, Ominiki's not with us today.
She's a little under the weather. She didn't want to contaminate the workspace.
So
set this one on out.
Yeah. So hopefully she'll be back with us next week. Next week, no, I won't be out of town until the 13th. So I'll be here for next week too. Let's see. And the week after I'll be online, but I'll be in another town.
Peace to Jadarian, Brittany, Eugene. Mr. Mason, good to see y'all up in there.
All right. So let's start off with some news.
All right. So I was going to talk about one thing, but I think we're going to save that for our Patreon, and that's talking about what to do in the situation that happened in Chicago. If you were living in that, if everybody know what I'm talking about, ISIS raided this apartment complex, and I saw some responses, man, that made me say we're gonna have to talk about this. This one brother, I'm not gonna say who he is because he has a real popular page, and I respect his page and everything. But he's one of the people that's about getting your paperwork correct, your citizenship, your nationality, and so he posted it. He reposted another guy's post, and the other guy saying this is why it's so important to get your paperwork in order. So I commented, I said, brother, I respect your page and I respect getting your paperwork in order, but I failed to see if you lived in this apartment complex, how this would have helped in this situation. Could you please explain? He's like, well, unfortunately, in this situation, unless the owner of the apartment, exactly, a bunch of stuff to say is nothing you could do in that situation about your paperwork that's going to get these folks from not coming at you and detaining you in this situation. So that was the first thing. And this brother is the foremost social media, the biggest social media presence when it comes to nationality and paperwork and things on his page. And we've been following each other for a long time. But sometimes people just use the wrong things to promote their agenda. You see that a lot on social media. You'll post something and then somebody say, that's what happened when we vote for so-and-so. Wait a minute, it ain't got nothing to do with voting for, but they want to get their agenda out on a platform that's bigger than theirs, or whatever it may be. So we just use that wrong. But I think we're gonna say that for Patreon. So you can subscribe and tune into our Patreon, and you can get that conversation and come this week following sometime. We'll get to that. One thing I did want to talk about is the health benefits. Well, quickly, I'm just going to mention this because I really want y'all to do the research on things like this. But mango leaves mangoes are healthy, we know that. But in South America and different places, the leaves have been used for hundreds of years for all type of medicinal reasons, and now they're just finding out. Science is always catching up to what we've already known most of the time, and they're talking about how it helps to grow new brain cells. Only a few foods do that, and mango leaves made as a tonic or a tea, it promotes healthy brain function, but it also helps to actually grow new brain cells. And that is important. As you get older, we do lose that. We lose brain cells, that's what happens naturally. So it's important to know what supplements and what things you can do to supplement the fact that we are losing certain things. I know I talk about nitric oxide, the increased nitric oxide things you do. You talk about beetroot powder and things of that nature. People are using that now as a workout supplement because I didn't know anything about it. I was telling one of our friends, Akambola, about it. He was like, yeah, people use that to work out. I didn't know why they were using it, but you get nitric oxide, more blood flowing, get bigger muscles, basically. I mean, I don't know the exact science, but the more blood you got flowing, the more nitric oxide you got going through your muscles, the more you can work out, the bigger your muscles can get. So figure out these supplements, start taking care of yourself. I don't know what I used to ask every morning on social media.
And mushrooms.
Oh yeah, mushrooms definitely help.
Mushrooms build the brain. And
not shrooms.
Now shrooms do too, but but I'm talking legal mushrooms,
right.
lion's mane. Those build the brain too, but
lion's mane is very good.
But shrooms do too.
Shrooms do build the brain.
In fact, I had taken some shrooms. We were visiting my wife's aunt in Maryland, and her son is a heavy drinker, and I took two those little candy bars, shrooms, and he passed me beer. Now he'll tell you I can get drunk off of one beer,
right?
But my wife, she's looking. I'm drinking 6 beers, wasn't even buzzing because the shrooms, as the beer tries to kill my brain cells, the shrooms will rebuild them.
I can definitely attest to that. I know I've probably said this a couple of times on here, but after COVID, I had that brain fog where I was complaining about it a lot of times. It felt like I just couldn't think of words. I couldn't remember them, the right words at times, and I would get stuck. And I had took shrooms on my birthday, and I was nervous about it, but I wanted to try to talk to my brother, which is my brother used to be a shroom specialist. My brother called it, so he like, just take a little bit about microdose, see how you feel or whatever. So I took some with another person, and they were kind of like tripping, you know what I'm saying? And we both had the same amount. They were doing all this trippy stuff, and I wasn't doing that. And I was like, man, I want to trip. And so I took a little bit more. And the only thing that happened to me was I felt a tingling in the back of my head. And I knew automatically what it was doing. I was like, yo, it's clearing I can feel it clearing the fog in my brain. And that's something that
and you look clearer too after.
Exactly. And the mango leaves do the same thing too. It clears brain fog for people and things of that nature. So it's important to know for your own survival what to use for what. I always tell, when I have clients, I always say, hey, what nutrients do you need for your brain to function properly, for your heart to function properly, for your lungs to, like, these are the basic things that we should have been taught in school that we weren't. But okay, you weren't taught in school. That means you're gonna say, forget about it and just ain't gonna try to figure it out. You need to know these things, so when you're having issues in certain places, you need to know what you need to balance yourself out. And that goes for dealing with your body, with nutrients, with exercise. You got to know where you're weak at, and how to build, how to be stronger in that area. That's whether it's just mentally, spiritually. We got to be able to see ourselves, understand, assess, and prescribe the right remedy for ourselves and our loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Peace, Spider-Man. So yeah, I just wanted to give y'all that one. I like to come with these different things that like old remedies that we have, but now you got science to actually back it up, so they can't say no longer it hasn't been proven. They used to put that on all the herbs. You know what I'm saying? They used to put this little disclaimer on there. They don't do that no more. They can't do that. That's why for a long time they've been trying to figure out how to privatize it, because they knew they were going to get to a point where science was going to basically confirm what we've known for a while, and then they can't say, well, it might not really work like that. Now they've studied it to a T. So, hey, do as you will. I'm just saying, I just want us to be as healthy as possible so we can build as necessary. And so that's pretty much it, man. I did see a funny clip. Again, we don't really have this conversation like, because it doesn't really matter to me, and I know I'm pretty sure Bob feels the same. But people pass and go all the time. We got to be concerned about our circle and what affects us, and even things that affect the world. Sometimes you witness it, but what are you going to do about it? To a certain extent, you got to focus on your training. But I saw this clip where I don't know the guy's name. That's the head of the Israel now, whatever. But he was bragging about how they showed a bunch of Al Qaeda, I think, pages exploded, and he was showing how the Israeli intelligence were able to hack pagers, Al Qaeda pages, and they exploded on them. And so they took out like about, I think it was 20 or so major cells or whatever with that technology. That was over, I think, maybe 3 years ago. Somebody sent me the news clip, and he was just bragging and say, this was a big day for us. We managed, we got this technology that we use now, and we can basically target it at one person by making that page explode and showing the technology. And they kind of went through, they didn't explain how it worked as much as the news people kind of explained a little bit, as like a radio signal and everything. And I just thought that was interesting, because as they show, it said it was Israel sabotaging Iranian paper. Yeah, exactly. I just thought that was interesting because when they showed us that guy that they repeatedly showing on the screen, get taken out, you see in slow motion this thing on his chest, blow up, kind of, and then the thing go to his neck or whatever. And the role of in a situation like that, the role of certain agencies just to confusion, put a lot of information out. This happened, and this happened, and they say this happened, whether this happened, and this happened. So I don't really put too much energy in it, but I did think it was interesting looking at that and seeing that technology, the fact that they can do that, and then seeing that what happened to him, how it looked, how it was perceived. So just thought it was interesting, the technology and different things. Like remind me of what Andre 3000 said, they made them gas, they got shit to blow out your back. And so it's just interesting. Indeed. So y'all know.
My daughter just came in the room with some bear ears on.
That's funny. So I want to ask you this. I want to put you on the spot. She just reminded me that with the bear ears on. That was so cute, y'all. Y'all just should have seen that. But I seen a video of this woman in her bedroom reading a book, and a bear busts through her window.
Oh yeah,
you seen that? So what do you do, Bob? A bear busts through your window, and that was a brown bear, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a grizzly.
Yeah, that was a grizzly bear that buzzed through her window. Not just buzzed through; it came in the house. So it buzzed through the window
and came in
the house. It was sitting in her bedroom for a split second.
Do what she did, broke the hell out. That's what you do. So with black bears, you can act dead.
Right.
With grizzly bears, that doesn't work.
Because they're looking for food anyway. You act
dead. and with black bears, you can act dead, or you can
right, scare them away.
Right. You can't do that with a grizzly bear. Grizzly bear ain't scared of you. So your best bet is to run. Now, my father used to hunt bears. And he said, if you don't hit the bear in the right spot in his head, now this with a rifle, the bullet will bounce off.
My gracious.
So, and he hunted bears.
Man.
So he knew the right spot to hit, but we don't.
And if you knew.
Right, and if you know it and you're so nervous.
Yeah, what's your chances?
Man.
That's scary.
And especially that close.
That was scary, man.
She looked at it, that I was like, why is she just sitting there? But then, you see later she ran out the door.
Right.
So I guess she's just looking for a way out,
Yeah, and checking his demeanor, like, wait a minute.
Right.
He bust through the window like he didn't mean to do it. It's like, oh shit, I'm in here. And so he kind of paused for a minute, look around like, damn, I didn't think I was going. Right. So that was man. I think about this time. I don't know if I told this story here before, but I'm pretty sure maybe if we had. I wasn't here for the dog show, but when I stayed in Riverdale, my daughter was. We stayed in apartments. There was this guy he breeded pit bulls and mastiffs, and so he had this female dog that he breeded with all the other dogs, and she was the biggest, and she was a mastiff and a pit mix. And we used to put stuff on tree limbs and show her like being able to jump like 9 feet and bite on hold on to it with her teeth. You know what I'm saying? It's just a powerful dog nobody ever messed with. And one day I'm getting ready to take Nia to the daycare. She ain't old enough. Maybe she ain't 2 years old yet. And so it's like 6 a.m. It's dark. I go to put her in her chair in the back seat, and I leave the door open. I'm about to get something out the passenger side. And for some reason, dude had his dog on the deck, and the dog jumped over the deck and jumped in my car, and cold right beside my daughter. And my daughter is sitting there looking at him. She ain't saying nothing. She was looking at me like, what you gonna do with this dog right here? I'm having like, it's like in a split seconds, you know what I'm saying? So my first instinct, I was like, get out the car, get out. You know what I'm saying? I'm being like this. But the dog is not responding to my aggression. Like, not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. And so now I got to assess the dog I'm thinking the dog is acting like, any other dog, like even a small dog, how when they doing something bad, they know it, but they don't want to move. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, what do I do in this situation? Do I try? I don't have this before my training. This, you know what I'm saying? So I don't have a knife on me, and I probably wouldn't if I had all that on me. I don't think I'd have did anything. I don't think I'd have tried to stab the dog. I don't think I'd have shot the dog or anything. But I had to get calm and assess the situation. And like, if the dog wanted to bite her, he would jump in.
Right.
It'd have jumped in and bite her. Dog was being aggressive right now. It would just be aggressive. And I had to trust that I believed that. While I go knock on this dude's door, say, hey man, will you get your dog? Is it? And he look out the door and he see the dog, and he said, as soon as he did that, dog jumped back in the fence. It was over with. That was one of the most, just one of the scariest moments of my life to date. That I think the scariest moment of my life, besides being in a car accident with my daughter in the back seat, I think that was the dog thing was even scarier, because if that dog had a reputation, and at first it's just a dog that just jumped in the back seat, and seeing her face petrified, she said, petrified, just looking dead. She wouldn't take her eyes off me the whole time. Like, you gotta handle this shit. You gotta do something. And I'm just scared to death, but I can't. It's funny because you got different. I'm mixed. I got the fatherly thing going on with the fear. So the fear is there, but I'm still moving in the fear that I'm scared to death too. But I got to do something, man. That was a hard situation, man. When animals, I'm just thankful it wasn't a vicious attack, because then I would have just acted. I know that. Yeah. If he was trying to like bark and try to get to my daughter, I would have just reacted and tried to wrestle the dog, break his neck, whatever I could have did, something. But scary moment, man. Scary moment. We got to be careful when we moving around these animals. Man. Peace, elusive views.
All right. Peace, Baba. Peace, relay in class. Yes. Peace. All right. So we're going to get into it if you're done with the news.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. There are several types of blocking techniques. An inside block, for example, deflects a strike away from the defender and away from the attacker. For example, against a straight punch to the face, an inside forearm block would aim to meet the inside of the forearm of the attacker, pushing the punch outward, leaving the opponent's face facing each other, which also helps in counterattack. So I'm going to show you that.
So you didn't do your intro.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was you.
Yeah, so I do.
All right. Okay. So you can go ahead and do the intro.
It's self-protection. Blocking involves using your arms and body to deflect or absorb incoming attacks. But it's more effective when combined with movement, creating angles and turning the block into an immediate offensive counterstrike. Proper blocking involves keeping a defensive stance, protecting vital areas, and maintaining the ability to strike back quickly. Rather than just stopping an attack, a block should ideally be used to redirect the strike, off balance the attacker, and create an opening for a decisive response.
So we're going to show you the inside block now.
Cue me up there.
And we'll show you the karate way and the Kung Fu way.
Yeah. You bring me up on your. You gotta bring me up on the.
Oh yeah.
One second. Let me enter the studio. There we go.
All right. Okay.
Then we make. Let's do it for a second. You can.
All right. So
here's a little cut off, but you can see the body work.
So the first is the karate way. All right. So And I'm saying karate and kung fu because we don't have blocks. We really don't. But in the karate way of blocking,
Is this the block up? Or is this an upper block?
no, inside block.
Oh, okay, got you.
He punches at my face, and I inside block, and then that allows me to throw the punch and throw the punch. Okay. The kung fu way, well, one way in Wing Chun, he throws the punch, I shift off, and I throw the punch at his face at the same time as I block. That's the inside block. Okay. Now, well, we have what we call the snake block, which is really a deflection. But if he throws the punch at me, I can snake that.
Show them on this side so they can see it. Yeah.
I can snake. Okay. So what I'm doing is moving off and I snake. Moving off, I snake, and I hit him, or I can snake block both his hands and then move into. So we call that a block, but it's really a deflection. Okay. So that's inside block. Okay. Now you can do inside low block too.
Right.
But we're gonna get into the low block in just a second.
Okay.
All right.
So,
Homie Nikki.
all right. An outside block deflects a strike away from the defender and across the attacker. For example, against a straight punch to the face, an outside forearm block would aim to meet the outside forearm of the attacker, pushing the punch outward, leaving the defender slightly to the side of the strike, causing it to miss. Typically, because of the angles involved, inward blocks are used against attacks aimed at the torso. Show that.
All right. So now we're gonna go to outside block. He throws this punch, and I outside block. Okay. He throws that punch, I outside block. It goes across his body, and it goes away from me. Okay. Kung Fu way, praying mantis. He throws that punch, and I outside block. Okay. He throws this punch, outside block. We have a brush, which is a deflection. He punches at me, I brush across. Okay. I brush. I keep it going in that direction and across my shoulder. Okay. Now, a high block deflects a downward strike, such as a hammer fist, a stick, or a face punch from a taller person. The chamber starts low with the hand in a relaxed fist across the abdomen with the palm facing inward, and in a high block, a face punch should be blocked in a diagonal shape. So we're gonna deal with that now. High block.
I'm going to stay standing and just read this. Okay, high block. I've seen that before. That's the famous.
Yes.
Okay.
So he's coming down, and that could be with a knife or whatever. Boom. Okay.
Let me try to raise this a little bit so you can see. Yes,
You come down, boom. That's a high block. In Kung Fu. In Wing Chun, I can do a high. What they call it, bong sound. So he comes down, and no, he's coming down. Boom! I can bong sound that. Okay, I can bong sound.
Don't karate say you throw a straight punch at me? Don't karate do a high block like that too?
I was doing karate first.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. But even if you just come with a straight, they cheat a straight the same way with a.
Right? I guess you could. I mean,
I thought they did. I thought
that punch come from way out here, so you got time.
I only took it during the summer, so I might be wrong. But I think, but that's a high block though.
Now, with us, if he strikes down like that, I come across, and then I can throw mine at him.
There you go.
Okay.
The difference, if you don't see, the difference is we're not trying to take on all the force,
Right.
and it's a slight redirection that could actually leave the person off balance too. You know, when they came off like that, I'm coming down and he came off. It's gonna make when I'm coming with momentum, it's gonna push me forward. I'm gonna be off balance.
He's coming, and I'm boom.
That throws me this way. And he almost got my back just that fast.
Right.
So that's gonna be the big difference, the energy, how it feels, and the efficiency of that. Not to talk bad about it, but you know. All right, Parry.
No, low block.
Oh, low block. Excuse me. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. I know I should say that. A low block, the flexing inward strike directed at the stomach, ribs, or legs, such as a roundhouse kick. Now, do we got room for me to roundhouse you, bro? In here? I don't know.
No, we got room for you to use a training knife though.
Okay, we got you.
All right. He uses, and I can do low block on the inside or outside. Like I said, we wouldn't block, but he thrusts here, boom, and I can boom. That's Kung Fu, right? Or I could boom. That's Kung Fu. Karate would be pretty much the same. I block with a closed fist, and then I hit him. Whatever, I hit him. Okay, after. Or block with a closed fist, hit him. Or hit him. Okay, that's karate.
Come on.
With us, if he does that, I would boom and then hit him, okay, or pull on him or whatever I gotta do. Or he could go to that side. Oh.
Keeping it further away from his body.
Right. And I'm checking his other hand too.
If you didn't know, this is jammed up a little bit.
So that arm's jammed and that one's away from me, and I hit him or I stick him or whatever I gotta do.
Okay.
Now
Parry. We do what may appear to be a parry.
Yes.
See that? So parry, what is that? Oh, excuse me. You guys' question. Let me see.
Do you step forward with the bong sound? I don't know because we're not Wing Chun stylists.
Well, I that's a good question, but the fact that they stand backwards, I don't think they do step forward.
Yeah, they got a backward stance.
The energy going kind of backwards, so I don't know if they step forward with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now
52 Blocks has a block like that.
Yeah, and they do come forward.
And they come forward.
And if we're moving offline while we blocking, I don't think they move offline. But Wing Chun does on one.
Wing Chun moves offline.
Yeah.
Well, kind of.
Right.
They still right in the middle, but karate does not.
No. Everything is center.
Karate just take you right there. Yeah.
Parry. What is that? According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, the first meaning of parry is to ward off a weapon or blow. First used for deflecting a slash or thrust by an opponent's sword, whether in war, in a duel, or in fencing. For self-protection and security teams, it means deflecting a threatening blow in close quarters, whether the strike is with your hands, feet, or any other body part, or with the device, whether an impact weapon such as a cane, edge weapon such as a knife, or a firearm. In the subject, if the subject has a hidden weapon that gives you the defender two advantages, if the subject has a hidden weapon that gives you the defender two advantages, providing you are alert. First, you may have detected or have reason to suspect a concealed weapon. This may give you some idea of what kind it is, and you can predetermine how to thwart. I hate that word. I never said that. Dwarf an assault. Second, since the weapon is hidden, the potential assailant would have to pull it out of hiding. Discerning the move to bring out a weapon gives you time to respond. If you know how to parry the attack with your hands and disarm the assailant, you don't need the time to draw your own weapon if you have one. Even a handgun can be knocked loose before it can be brought into firing position if you are alert and quick enough. But first, practice this with a partner carrying a toy gun. I did bring the toy gun.
So we're gonna show you what we mean. So
right,
he has
about to bust a cap and bobble.
He has that in his pocket at first.
Right.
And he's talking God to me and blah, blah, blah. And then I see his hand go, and what I'm gonna do is just press his hand in and hit. And I would hit to the throat, but you can hit to the face or to the solar plexus or whatever you want to do, but I'm hitting to the throat. And then I will throw. Now, I was part of an organization, and this dude came in. Well, he tried to come in, and he had a gun in his pocket. So the brothers at the front who were searching, they called me, and I went up. Well, really, they called me, but I was securing this other brother. I said to the brother, well, I got one brother to secure him, and I went out and dealt with it. This dude was so afraid. He had it in his pocket. I slapped his pocket, in his jacket pocket, and then I'm whooping his ass. So he then turns and starts running. I'm like, oh shit. My hand comes off the thing. But he never thought
to grab it.
I was tearing his ass up.
His mind couldn't escape the pain.
Right. And another car pulls up. They said, hey man, let our friend go. I said, boom! I broke his knee. He fell. And then I took the gun out of his pocket. I said, y'all better take him to the hospital and get him patched up. And that was it.
Wow.
And then I tossed the gun because I'm just thinking, it's got bodies on it. Because one brother wanted it. I said, no, man.
You don't ever want nobody gun that you don't
right.
that like
Right. Right.
You putting yourself in trouble.
So,
is that it for the parry, bro?
Well, you can grab that again.
Okay.
All right. So let's say he gets it out of his pocket, and now he tries to stab me. Try to stab me up here. Okay. Then I can parry that, or I can parry, or I could parry that to this side. Okay. So a parry, it involves a slap.
Mm.
It's not like a brush technique, which we do. It's and we do parries too, but it's to parry them off. If he did a knee strike, I can parry that, okay, or I can parry that, okay.
No parry.
So you can do parry high, middle, or low. Because it's every slap is a block, every strike is a block, every block is a strike. And
well, in African martial arts.
In African martial arts, it is right. So this is a strike. This are strikes. So parry is a strike. It's also a block. All right. Slipping in self-protection is used to avoid a punch, kick, or strike with a weapon. A punch, kick, or strike with a weapon. It is often more effective to dodge and avoid a punch, kick, or weapon strike than to block or parry. The slipping technique involves moving the head while standing to avoid a strike. While slipping, there should only be a modest side-to-side movement of the head in order not to throw the fighter off, in order to throw the fighter off balance, not to throw the fighter off. Mm. This technique also usually involves slightly bending one knee and rotating the body in order to help the head to avoid the punch. Right,
now, Manuel Briggs said, what requires more skill to execute, parry or a slip?
A slip.
Definitely.
But you combine the two of them too. But
am I using a stick on this one, bro?
Yeah, you can use it. You can use a
stick or a knife.
So he's gonna come down at my skull. Now, first he's gonna try to punch me. So first try to punch. He's gonna try to punch right in my nose. I slip out the way. So what I do is I move my head and I shift my weight like I'm throwing a punch at him. And I probably would or try to stab him or whatever. So that's against a punch. If he throws, he takes the stick and he's trying to hit me like this. I slip and I parry, or with us, we brush. We brush that to the side. We brush it, and then I would send it towards him to threaten to hit him with it, and then I would do other stuff. But see, so it's going to crack my skull, but I get out the way, so I use a slip. I get out the way, and I hit him with whatever I'm hitting with. Okay, and since he got a stick, I would pull my knife as I deflected. and cut his arm or.
The energy drills we do will help you with that brush and parry, that getting used to things coming close to you and you letting the brush to the side. You can see that on our Patreon.
So that is block, parry, slip.
So versus one another, Bob. So parry versus the slip versus the block.
Well, for a beginner, I'd say parry. If you got some boxing skill or whatever martial skill, then I would recommend slipping.
It has form of self-defense is
Avoidance.
right, and that slip is avoiding, ain't taking on none of the energy of the power, just moving out of the way.
But you can't always slip.
Not by itself.
Right. Like if I'm right here against this window, and he attacks me, like choking, right? I can't slip or choke.
Right.
or he attacks to my body, I can't slip. Have this student, I can bubble lock, who's a master instructor. But when he first started training, I was like, all right, slip against the punches to the body. He's like, okay. And he's trying to slip. And you cannot slip a punch with your body.
You might stay right there moving this.
Right.
You get tore up.
He was getting tore up, and the only thing that saved him because I was just laughing so hard, and so I wasn't hitting him hard, right? But yeah, that's so. He said, "Oh no, you can't slip a punch." I said to the body. I said exactly.
Right.
Can't slip nothing to the body.
And don't be confused. You see us covering almost similar to what boxers do this right here. But our cover, it's a block till it isn't.
Right.
Because this is a block, but if I catch you with that, it ain't a block no more.
It's hitting you in your jaw.
Yeah, if I catch your fist,
chin.
If I catch your fist with it, if
Right.
I catch your chin with it, if I catch you in the shoulder blade with that.
Right.
It don't feel like a block. That's a strike.
Right.
This is a demonstration for the day, ladies and gentlemen.
So yeah, that's it for the demonstration. Unless you all have to Sifu and Elder Sifu. No, not Sifu.
We understand what you're saying.
But yes. So he's a full instructor. I'm a master. And then we have master. So our ranks are assistant instructor, student, assistant instructor, full instructor, master instructor, and master. So that's our
I should be a master instructor by next week sometime, y'all. Just one.
Now, his time is coming now, but
I'm gonna be talking cash.
We gotta have Amosun first.
Right.
And then
so hopefully Amosun's tomorrow, the day after next day, something, then I'll be the following week.
Amosun's is at the end of this phase, yeah.
No disrespect, brother. No, we get you. We understand. You know.
Yeah.
It's determined. That just shows the popularity of certain martial arts.
Well, like I was called. I went to this man's school. I was asked by my student who was dating this brother who's in this martial arts school, and the brother was made of some them, something they call it. And so he said, can I get all Sabu Nims up here? And he's looking at me. I'm like looking around like, what because now he is a Sabu Nim or Kwanyin Nim, whatever they call it.
Right.
But he knows, because he's been in martial arts long enough to know that I'm not no damn Sabu Nim. So he been in the martial arts for about, well, almost as long as I have. So he knew that was something. He could say he could have said just masters.
Right.
But he chose to use Sabu Nim, and then after he said, I called you up. I said Sabu Nim. I said, yeah, you said Sabu Nim. I'm not a Sabu Nim. I don't do no Korean martial art. I said, and actually, I would be a Kwanyin Nim like you.
Hit the like.
Yes.
Please hit the like button. We do need those
share.
Likes. We do need those likes. We do need those shares. And any suggestions, any questions, first of all. But any suggestions for a show, something that you want to see us talk about. We've done a lot of shows, but there's still other things that we may have not covered. We pretty much covered everything. We just hit different aspects of things now. But any suggestions, stuff you want to see, Baba fight a bear or something, you know what I'm saying? Let us know.
If you want to see me fight a bear, just my Cash App is Balaguna Detade, and you send me $50,000, and I will fight the bear briefly.
He said how? He said what he gonna use? He's gonna fight it.
Right. I'm gonna fight it briefly.
I seen the claws of a Kodak bear.
Oh my God, I have too.
I did not. I had no idea. Like just from a brown bear claws, I'll use my thumb, about like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
A grizzly like this.
Yeah, a grizzly like one of my fingers being like a bear.
Right. A Kodiak, which is a grizzly, but it's a certain type of grizzly.
Like my hand almost.
Right. Almost.
I thought it was a great white shark tooth when I saw it. I'm not bullshit. I thought it was a great white shark tooth. I was like, what the hell? Man, goodness gracious, boy.
Yeah.
Reminded me of that show.
For 50,000, it's got to be a bear cub. yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
You gotta feel sorry for that bear cub, Bobby. And he cutting them over. He cutting damn bear cub up. But no, it reminded me that they use in Hawaii. They use shark teeth and stuff like that.
They're weapons.
Yeah, as far as their tools and stuff like that. I thought that was really interesting when I seen that, and effective.
Yeah. So there's a woman, Michelle Manu, who teaches Lua, which is the Hawaiian martial art. And she teaches how they use those weapons, right? And they hit with the blunt part and then they rip with the teeth.
It's nasty. It's brutal.
Yeah. Now, there's this show called King of War that's out now.
Yes.
A lot of what he does is real, but he's hitting with the weapon only.
Right.
He doesn't rip, and that's what they do. They rip with the weapon. Okay. So, and they asked, these dudes asked her how real was it, and she says it's pretty real, except they don't do the ripping techniques in that thing, because ripping techniques with them, they don't think it looks good.
As far as camera wise and everything.
Right. But with our movie, hell, he cuts up this dude, and I mean, it's a massacre. It's a massacre. And he straight rips him up, and then he stabs him in the end.
It was fun.
But it was a massacre. It wasn't like and it wasn't, the dude wasn't fighting back really. He didn't get a chance to try.
It is.
But yeah. You see, Michael J. White states that the best arts to learn is boxing, wrestling, kickboxing. My first thought was they don't teach tools. Any thoughts?
Same thought you got.
Yeah. Exactly. Boxing,
right.
wrestling, and kickboxing do not work with tools.
And the danger in that is people only think about it one way, and it's they don't use tools, right? But not just that. If they ain't using them, they can't defend against them.
Right.
And that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? When that's what I'm thinking when I say somebody don't certain martial arts, certain discipline don't use tools. That mean they ain't got nothing for it.
Yeah.
And they'll tell you, man, if somebody pulled the knife, you better just run. And that's an option, a viable option. Unless you
this karate dude came into. I was teaching years ago at this place called Eccentric. Eccentric is a bookstore, and I should teach there. And this dude who just became a master in karate, he said, hey man, I want to train with you all, blah, 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 blah. He bought the shirt. He paid for the first 2 months. And I said, that's good, but we'll never see him again.
Right.
Because one of my students, this is his first knife, anything, but his first knife workshop. He said, "Oh, so I never used a knife like this before. So you could take it from me?" He said, "Oh yeah, of course." And my student began to rip him up with a training knife, right? And I said, I saw in his eyes, he was like, "Man, this shit too real." Because he said that they had to make up knife defense.
Yeah, that's scary.
And my student said, "You made up knife defense?" Like, damn. That's when I saw his look on his face, I said, "Yeah, he's going." Thoughts on Krav Maga or Sambo? We say Krav Maga. So that lets you know we think of Krav Maga. Now, Sambo is great. Sambo comes from Russia. I knew the Grand Mufti of Russia and Georgia. And he was a Sambo expert. And we were going to set up a time when we would get together and train. Sambo is really effective. It does not use tools, but it's very effective. Judo, which is similar to Sambo, is very effective. It does not use tools, but it's very effective.
Yeah, bro.
Shuai Jiao does not use tools, but is very effective.
Sound like you're saying, "Excuse me, Shuai Jiao."
But it's very effective. How do these arts become effective, and they don't use tools? Because they came from tool-based systems.
Yes.
That's why.
Judo definitely can deal with somebody coming at them with a tool.
Yes. What is the best marker to use as a tool? The best marker is a pocket shark. You got your pocket shark with you?
I don't.
The best marker is a pocket shark to use.
Other than that would be that.
But other than that, a Sharpie marker the king size.
Yeah, I forgot
metal.
what they called. It's a metal king size. A lot of warehouses.
It's called Sharpie.
Okay, it's Sharpie, but it's something. It seems like they got a special number on them, like 66. I don't know what it was, but it's the big Sharpie, the big metal Sharpie industrial one. They use them in warehouses a lot. So yeah, that's size.
There's a channel called the Umar Fight Camp, which is sort of similar to Warrior Class. Just thought of mentioning it. Yeah, I've seen Umar Fight Camp before.
Oh, for real? I haven't seen it.
Yeah, you have.
I just ain't know.
Yeah, it's a Muslim brother.
Oh no!
And he gets angry.
And, that's what you said. I'm sorry. I wasn't saying "oh no" at him being a Muslim brother. I was saying "oh no" because when he said Muslim brother, I know the type of martial arts it is.
Well, it's not BSK though.
Okay.
It's not. Okay. It's not that. He teaches boxing, and he does the original 52 blocks.
Okay. All right. Use the tools.
He knows how to use tools. Yes.
Good. All right. I take it back.
In fact, he got stabbed while he was locked up, I think, and it jammed him up. And so he started using tools after that himself. Thoughts on 52 blocks? 52 blocks is great. We have close friends in 52 blocks.
Yes. Impenetrable defense.
And that should be enough said. He gets mad at hecklers on the internet a lot, but his teachings taught me a lot. Yes. So yes, the brother he's talking about, he does get mad at hecklers.
Bobby used to get mad.
I just get mad at hecklers, too. But he's consistently angry with hecklers, and he's been on the internet about 10 years or something like that.
Don't get us wrong, man. In a lot of these martial arts, you can learn boxing. You can learn a lot from boxing.
I mean, you can learn footwork from boxing.
Yeah, you can learn a lot about boxing. How to ring generalship. What do you call it?
Ring generalship. Yes. You can definitely gain that from boxing.
Yeah. At a certain point, you just have to understand the practicality of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you watching is not using tools and not dealing with certain. You have to put it in the proper places. Same way with MMA. Like MMA is great. It's great. Train MMA, but put it in the proper perspective.
Right. If you train MMA for self-defense, also train Kali or
right. Someone's using
Tertia or something that uses tools too.
Because they're not adding that in there. You can get a lot from it, but the aspects you're not getting from it may be the ones that you need to really save your life.
Right.
So that's why you got to kind of look at the whole thing holistically and make sure you got something with a well-rounded. You make sure you're well-rounded, despite the discipline you're in. You got to go somewhere else. Do what you got to do to make it effective for yourself.
And if you're on here, I mean, we're gonna always keep it honest with you.
We got to. This is about your life, and whoever is watching this after we put it out, this is what we dedicated to.
Daniel Tucson said, "I trained boxing, wrestling, and BJJ for a while, but I wanted to know how to defend myself on the street." Now that's funny that what you're saying there.
Right, he just said a lot.
You trained boxing, wrestling, and BJJ for a while, but I wanted to know how to defend myself on the street. That means you didn't feel boxing, wrestling, or BJJ would prepare you to defend yourself on the street. And it's true.
And he did exactly what you should do when you stay in the discipline. He put it in perspective.
Right.
These are great. I learned a lot.
Right.
But on the street, things don't work like it does in the ring, like it does, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Emmanuel Briggs says, "What do you think of the Casey fighting method?" Now, I have a friend who teaches Casey. Brothers from 52 blocks say that Casey is just 52 blocks
Right.
with a different package.
Repackaged.
Now, the dude who is the head of Casey, he said that he learned to fight from Egyptians. Well, we know Egyptians are Africans. It may be true. I don't know. But let me see. Damn it, did I miss the live? Guess it's replay going for me.
Replay game.
Gang for me. What up, fam? Hey, what's up, Petty Gibbs? Yes, you missed the live.
Yep.
I applaud channels like this because many channels that post for views.
I guess you saying.
I get what you're saying. Many channels do post for views.
Right, and though we want views and we like views, we post for awareness to make you aware, to give you what's necessary.
Right.
And we hope we glad you.
But we do appreciate the views now.
That's why. That's the first thing I said. Now we probably
mash that like button.
Mash that like button. Share it with any people you know that's interested, even people that should be interested.
Right. Right. That's everybody.
Right. Exactly.
Because yes, they should be interested.
All black folks need to know how to protect themselves. Everybody needs to know. But especially us being as targeted as we are in situations like this, we need to know how to move.
They have found martial art displays with instructions in pyramids. Not on pyramids, on the tombs.
Right.
In Egypt. Yes. There are hundreds of techniques with weapons and empty hand. What do you think about the Muay Thai long guard? I don't know what the long guard is, but Muay Thai is great.
Is the long guard when you put your knee up and elbow like that? I think that's what it is.
Okay, last one. What do you think of the Maestro fighting method? Well, Maestro, he does pinchas a lot. And I think he also does Filipino martial arts. The Maestro fighting method is pretty good, and they use tools.
Okay, good. Let me know if that long guard is when you lift your leg off the ground. If it is, I would say that it's okay. It's when you put your lead hand out to clinch, parry or strike,
and rear hand to defend or attack.
I have to look it up and get back to you on that. I don't know.
See. I like to use it while sparring friends. Are you talking about the Maestro system?
No,
No. He said this one first.
Oh, okay.
But I wanted to know if it's good for self-defense.
I think he talking about the lead guard.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he talking about if it's good for self-defense.
Petty Gibbs said, "What's that picture of?"
I'm not sure.
I can't see what that is.
Like some type of animal or something.
Like I was saying, something. Yeah, I'm not familiar with lead guards and stuff like that in other arts.
See if I can pull it up. Muay Thai lead guard. That's probably Muay Thai one. Okay, there we go. Muay Thai lead guard. See what they show us. It says high guard, long guard. That's what he said, long guard, didn't he?
I think so.
Yeah. Long guard. Let's see what that is. Okay, if that's the long guard, let's make sure.
If the six there is holding place with that leg kick.
Oh yeah, so I've seen that.
Just kicking there and then forgetting about what I'm doing. Right? Boom. Utilizing that to create space to off balance him or to keep his hands occupied.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Okay.
Before.
That could be.
Yeah, that could be effective, but not against a knife. I tell you that.
No, it's bad against a knife. Muay Thai, in itself is, it has
like this.
Yeah,
that's bad against a knife.
Real bad. You don't want to stand like that when someone has a tool, a sharp edge tool. It's when you put your exactly.
Yeah. So that was that.
Yeah, we gotta look at it a little bit. Okay, yeah. If you're dealing with somebody else that's doing Muay Thai, then you're okay.
Right.
You gotta be careful.
Yeah. Now on the street, no. So I think that's it for the questions.
Yep. And we appreciate the questions, man. It's always good to get some feedback.
What do you think about the Muay Thai long guard? Yeah, it's long guard. Yeah. Okay. So
Daniel Tucson, hope we were able to answer.
Yeah, he said thanks.
Appreciate you. We appreciate you. We welcome questions.
Yeah, we do welcome all questions, especially if they say it with respect.
Right.
And you all be safe in your homes. Be safe out in the street. Be safe wherever you may go. Stay black.
Stay dangerous.
Or whatever it is you are. Yes, stay dangerous. And peace.
The ninja prayer? Have you ever heard of the ninja prayer?
You ever hear of the ninja prayer? Cutting hand signs called Kuchi Kuri. It's like 9 hand signs. Yes, I've heard of it. I've seen it, actually, but yes.
Okay.